First of all, I want to say hello, Doctor, and hello, Queen. I've never met a Queen before. So check that off my list.
Yes, Queen.
I'm really loving the chemistry you have in this first episode. I mean, what a way to kick off a season. So I'm wondering, what are your requirements or your qualities you look for in a companion, and what are the qualities you look for in a doctor?
Ooh.
Well, she wasn't looking for a doctor. Let's
was
start
not.
with that. She was very much, in her own life and in her own. She had found her own purpose in her life. She'd found the way to make use of her strengths in that life, and that's what she wants to go back to. That's what she knows. So she wasn't looking for a doctor, but then, she gets plucked out of that world, and now she has to work alongside him to... But so I guess in that sense, what she's looking for in a team player is a team player, someone who is a good communicator, who can understand her. I think they read each other very well. I would say those are the most important things. Someone who can communicate well.
I think bravery, compassion, someone that is a team player, does something for the group and not them, that operates from serving the group instead of themselves. Selfless. That's the word I'm looking for. Sense of selflessness, compassion, and fieriness, toughness. I think the doctor, if he sees that in someone, he's like, I like you. Come with me in my spaceship. Or don't.
Were there some villains that you were hoping to run into this season? Yeah, on your wish list?
I can't say. Yeah.
You don't have to say which ones you did, just ones that you were hoping to.
Yes.
Some classic ones.
There's cool things. There's cool things happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool things happening. Cool things that we wanted.
Cool things that we wanted.
Yeah.
Cool things.
And what was it like the first time you got to work together? Is the start of this new season, the start of this new journey together?
I was so excited.
I was so excited.
I remember coming into I remember the first day of it in the hospital, just coming into your room.
Yeah. And then we
like,
sat down. That's exactly what we were.
Those flowers.
So, the first sequence where the Doctor and Belinda keep missing each other might have been our first day filming together.
It was.
And we had a room that was, for us to hang out in between shots. But it meant that we were almost like this. So if I was on set, then he was going to be in the green room, and likewise it would swap. But this crossover, it was we got on so well
instantly.
I was so excited to be able to spend a whole season with you, as opposed to just having to do one episode.
Vice versa.
And Belinda's got a really strong personality, self-assured, knows who she is, which is great because sometimes, the companions are all different. And it's nice to see someone who seems to, she'll be challenging you a little bit. Can you talk about that some?
Yeah. I love that. I love that she has her own, she's the main character in her own plot, right? She's got main character energy just as much as the Doctor does, and she holds him accountable, and she's not afraid to confront him when he crosses a boundary. And we were talking about this earlier. It's clearly she has all of this innately, but it probably is also a product of her job. She has to constantly. It's fast paced. She's an A&E nurse, and she has to think on her feet. It's always high stakes, and she has to stay calm, and she has to meet people where they are, because they're always going to be coming at you in various different forms of distress, right? And she has to come at them from a place of compassion, but also have her boundaries and say, absolutely not. I won't have you speaking to me like that. I won't have you speaking to my friend like that, or whatever it is. So I think she's a really valuable team member.
Yes.
For that.
Absolutely. And the Doctor that is all a catalyst for the Doctor's growth and understanding himself better in terms of how to relate with others. Yeah, just such a powerful partnership.
Do you have one episode that stands out that you really can't wait for the fans to see this year?
Episode 5, when the Doctor goes to Lagos, Nigeria. I'm just very excited because it's not been done before, really, and so yeah, I'm very excited for people to see that.
Sounds great. How about you?
I loved episode 3, The Well, and we got to work with a wonderful actor, Rose Ayling-Ellis. It was just so brilliant to work opposite her, and also working with a deaf actor was very different on set. You got to learn BSL. It was a very different kind of genre. It was scarier, it was darker. Yeah, I loved that. Awesome spacesuits as well.
Yes.
Well, fantastic. I really love what I've seen so far, and I wish I had more, in my brain already, but I'm gonna have to wait like everybody else, I guess. One quick question. I'm sure you've been asked this a lot. How many times around the universe? How many more times around the universe do you think we can expect to see?
Forever. Doctor Who. I mean, it's been going forever, and it will continue to go on forever, which is so exciting. And this season is so exciting. This season has so many Easter eggs for the fans and for classic Whovians as well, which is so hard to promote the show because you can't talk about anything, and you want to.
Yeah.
You're like, I want to answer your question, but I can't. So yeah, but I'm just so very excited for this season.
It's very tough to ask questions too, knowing that if I ask the wrong one, I will just get a nod and a pass me on to this. So I really hate to have to do this. Good, but I really must be going now. Really? Bye. So I tried my best. It worked out better yesterday when.
No, it worked out very well.
But I love what I'm seeing so far. I cannot wait to see more of you. So congratulations on episode 1, and I'm looking forward to seeing it all.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you so much.